Hello, this is a story for Tag Team Tales. You can also find it on the Stories for the How YouTube channel. It's a wee tale about Foo the rabbit got long lugs, and it's suitable for any age really. I hope you enjoy. A while hiney back, rabbits were different from what they are nowadays. You see, they used to hae tiny wee little lugs, but great muckle tails. They were like horses' tails, great long things they were. Och, and Rubbit would just flaunt his tail out of place. He'd ging strutting about saying, "Look at my bonny tail. Oh, have you never, ever, you could never have seen a better een than this. I have the best tail there is." Well, all the other beasts were getting fed up a bit, and they decided something would have to be done to take him down a peg or two. Well, Fox come up with a plan. So he gets strutting by Rubbit a day, wi' a string of fish oor his shoulders, because in those days Rubbits were half a partial to fish. And when Rubbit seen Todd, he says, "Mr. Todd, where did you get on fish? I've been wanting to ging fishing for weeks, but as winter's been as cold, the loch's been frozen over and I haven't been able to fish." "Well, I can show you where to go if you like," said Mr. Todd. "Oh, it would be awfu' good of you," said Rubbit. So Todd led Rubbit down the bank to the edge of the loch, and they got skating across the ice until they come to the middle of the loch, for there was a wee hole cut out of the ice. "Now, if you stick your tail down in air," said Mr. Todd, "you'll soon catch yourself some fish." "Oh, thank you very much," says Rubbit, and he plunked his tail into the hole and he settled down ready to fish. Well, he sat and he sat and he sat for ages, but nae fish were biting. So he sat him some more. He sat and he sat and he sat, and still nae fish were biting. But by this time it was getting real cold, and unbeknown to Rubbit, the ice was starting to melt. The ice was starting to freeze round about his tail. And so after a while, when Rubbit decided he couldn't stand the cold any longer and he wanted to move, when he tried to get up, he couldn't. He was fair stuck. "Oh no," he says, "I'm fair stuck. Help! Help! Will somebody help me?" Well, just then Hullet come fleeing by, and the wee owl get up to Rubbit and says, "What can I do to help?" "Well, I'm fair stuck in the ice. I wonder, could you give me a haul out?" "I'll try," said Hullet. So the only thing he could do was take a hold o' Ina Rubbit's wee lugs and haul. So he hauled and he hauled and he hauled, and Rubbit skirled and skirled and skirled. Well, Hullet let go, but nae afore Rubbit had a great long lug. "Oh me, that doesn't seem to be helping," said Hullet. "No, it was awfu' sair," said Rubbit, "but I really need to get out of here. Will you try again?" "All right," said Hullet. So he taken a hold of the other lug, and he hauled and he hauled and he hauled, and Rubbit was skirling and skirling and skirling. But just as he was about to say "Stop!" pop! He come out for the ice. But by then, of course, he had twa muckle long lugs and a teeny weeny little tail. Aye. Well, that's who Rubbits have been ever since. And I'm telling you, it put them clean off fish, and they've gone vegetarian ever since. And I hear they're nae that pally wi' Todds and Hullets ony mair either.